I'm going to read this book from Robin Sharma, Who Will Cry When You Die. And now I am going to start from the first chapter. It is having 101 lessons in it. First chapter is Discover Your Calling. When I was growing up, my father said something to me I will never forget. Son, when you were born, you cried while the world rejoiced. Live your life in such a way that when you die, the world cries while you rejoice. We live in an age when we have forgotten what life is all about. We can easily put a person on the moon, but we have trouble walking across the street to meet a new neighbor. We can fire a missile across the world with a pinpoint accuracy, but we have trouble keeping a date with our children to go to the library. We have email, fax machines, and digital phones so that we can stay connected, and yet we live in a time where human beings have never been less connected. We have lost touch with our humanity. We have lost touch with our purpose. We have lost sight of the things that matter the most. And so, as you start this book, I respectfully ask you, who will cry when you die? How many lives will you touch while you have the privilege to walk this planet? What impact will your life have on the generations that follow you? And what legacy will you leave behind after you have taken your last breath? One of the lessons I have learned in my own life is that if you don't act on life, life has a habit of acting on you. The days slip into weeks, the weeks slips into months, and the month slips into years. Pretty soon it's all over and you are left with nothing more than a heart filled with regret over life half lived. George Bernard Shaw was asked on his deathbed, what would you do if you could live your life over again? He reflected, then replied with a deep sigh, I'd like to be the person I could have ever been, but never was. I have written this book so that this will never happen to you. As a professional speaker, I spent much of my work life delivering keynote addresses at conferences across North America, flying from city to city, sharing my insights on leadership in business and in life with many different people. Though they all come from diverse walks of life, their questions invariably center on the same things these days. How can I find greater meaning in my life? How can I make a lasting contribution through my work? And how can I simplify so that I can enjoy the journey of life before it is too late? My answers always begin the same way. Find your calling. I believe we all have special talents that are just waiting to be engaged in a worthy pursuit. We are all here for some unique purpose, some noble objective that will allow us to manifest our highest human potential, while we, at the same time, add value to the lives around us. Finding your calling does not mean you must leave the job you now have. It simply means you need to bring more of yourself into your work and focus on the things you do best. It means you have to stop waiting for other people to make the changes you desire, and, as Mahatma Gandhi noted, be the change that you wish to see most in your world. And once you do, your life will change. Thanks. He is Robin Sharma. I'm going to read this book's second chapter, that is Every Day Be Kind to a Stranger. On his deathbed, Aldous Huxley reflected on his entire life's learning and then summed it up in 7 simple words. Let us be kinder to one another. All too often, we believe that in order to live a truly fulfilling life, we must achieve some great act or grand feat that will put us on the front covers of magazines and newspapers. Nothing could be further from the truth. A meaningful life is made up of a series of daily acts of decency and kindness, which ironically adds up to something truly great over the course of a lifetime. Everyone who enters your life has a lesson to teach and a story to tell. Every person you pass during the moments that make up your days represents an opportunity to show a little more of the compassion and courtesy that define your humanity. Why not start being more of the person you truly are during your days and doing what you can do to enrich the world around you? In my mind, if you make even one person smile during your day or brighten the mood of even one stranger, your day has been a worthwhile one. Kindness, quick, simply, if, is the rent we must pay for the space we occupy on this planet. Become more creative in the ways you show compassion to strangers, paying the toll for the people in the car behind you, offering your seat on the subway to someone in need, and being the first to say hello are great places to start. Recently, I received a letter from the reader of the monk who sold his Ferrari, who lives in Washington State. In it, she wrote, I have a practice of tithing to people who have helped me along my spiritual path. Please accept the enclosed check of $100 with my blessing and gratitude. I quickly responded to her generous act by sending one of my audio tape programs in return, so she received value for the gift she sent to me. Her gesture was a great lesson in the importance of giving sincerely and from the heart. Thanks. Robin Sharma, please read.